What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's time for another MTB Pro unboxing. Whew, it is now December. It is cold. I gotta say, Chicago not feeling hot right now, I'll tell you that. All right, guys, well, welcome back. We have a brand new box. I'm super excited for it, truth be told. I really am. December is always a weird time. I can't go take anything fishing. I can't go do MTB slams. I can't even try them. And truth be told, I try most of them. I fail miserably. You guys never get to see it, but it's cool because this time we actually have the little thing that tells us what's inside. So let's get right into it and enjoy yet another box. All right, first up, we have the Savage Gear 3D Bluegill Slow Sink Swim Bait. I actually peeked at this and it is legit. It might be my favorite box of the year. I don't think it's everybody's favorite box of the year, that's for sure. But for me, this is cool. This is that 3D swim bait. Look at how beautiful that is. My goodness, guys. That thing looks real. I mean, legitimately real. Tie here, it's got an open hook on the top, it's got a treble hook on the bottom, okay? Look at that little treble down there, buried inside sort of. It's got an opening there and this really flexible body. It's super soft, like squishy, like actually squishy. You can truly like squeeze this thing. It's awesome. I gotta say, really big fan of this. What they list this as normally, all right, MTB, I gotta say, normally I feel like they inflate their item costs in certain scenarios. They list this at $10. I would think this is more expensive than $10 personally. This thing's awesome. So that is worth the box in my opinion, right there. All right, next up we have a Bagley Balsa Shad. Bagley makes really good baits, like really good baits. They do all sorts of great balsa wood items. And this is yet again another, you know, just traditional Bagley product. So let's get this bad boy out here. This is going to be a pretty deep diving crankbait for the most part. This big old lip tells that story. I wonder what it tells us. It goes 8 to 12 feet, which is a great depth. This thing truly looks like a shad. I mean, the coloring, come on. The coloring on this thing's super cool, I gotta say. Really nice colors. Come on, stay locked on that bad boy. There we go. Really nice colors. Love that little yellow-orange bottom. That's a good one. And they list, see, this is the thing. This they list as $9.99. This they list as $8.99. This destroys this in my opinion in cost just because of what goes into this. So, but balsa, I get it. It's wood, it's not easy to work with. I get it. I totally get it. Just saying. But for all technical purposes, those two pay for the cost of this box. Everything else is a bonus now. You know, I got my $20 worth. Let's move on. Next up, we have the 10,000 fish saw craw. 10,000 fish saw craw. Sure. 10,000 fish saw craw from Ketchco. I think I've said it before, but I think Ketchco and GOGAN baits are kind of like in bed with each other in the fact that their craws, which are this, look very similar to like the GOGAN bait craw, but it is what it is. Boy, that smells great. Smells like a crawfish even, which is really cool. I like that they always have two different colors on the two different sides. You can kind of choose which one's up, but I think this is a great little presentation. These have, if you can see it, these have like a little extra flapping going on. So in the water, these are gonna move a lot of water and feel really like they're gonna make movement. They're gonna be cool. So big fan of that. I really like what I'm seeing here. I'm gonna put this back real quick without trying to make too much of a mess. That's awesome. Those are craws. I mean, they list that as $5.99. That's probably right. If you look at the GOGAN baits, they're all $6 a pop. So that is right in line with the competition of soft plastics. So that makes perfect sense to me. But when I'm talking about GOGAN baits, it's hard when you put a GOGAN bait in the same box. Yeah. So next up is the GOGAN bait drag and drop. This is one of their staple pieces, guys. I'm not even gonna take these out of the box. You can go buy some of these yourself. You know what these look like at this point. If you don't, get out to like Dick's, get some. They're everywhere now. GOGAN baits are everywhere. If you haven't tried them out, they're pretty darn legit. I gotta say, I'm not a big, like, drop shot kind of guy. It's just not how I fish. It's not what I fish. I don't have clear enough water here in the Chicagoland area to fish it, unless I go out onto Lake Michigan. And I just don't fish Lake Michigan, which is probably a mistake. But this is like the pink color. I think this is gonna be super cool when I go up north next time into Wisconsin. But until then, I don't have that opportunity, so. But what's funny to me is they also list this as $5.99. So both of these together, $5.99 a piece. Go figure, right? Irony. All right, next up, Riot Baits The Probe. The Probe. That ain't it. Found it. So I took a peek at this box earlier, and these things were all over the box. But this is really just a small worm. Let's see if I can get you guys to see that bad boy. Ooh, get my face out of the picture. I can't get it to focus on this little goofy worm, but basically the worm has a weird ended tail. You can kind of see that right here. See, it just won't come off my face, but it's basically a bunch of little worms. It is not a sample pack. There's a million of these little buggers in here. You can probably maybe see it this way, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's a bunch of small worms. Winter is a finesse style, so these make sense. The craws, not really the type of craw weather up in Chicago, so those don't really coincide with the weather here in Chicagoland, but that's okay. You know, not everything has to be on the money. But all in all, very nice, very enjoyed it, so that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. Next up, we have the V&M Baits Thunder Jig. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Feel the... horrible, sorry. Alright, next up. Ooh. It's a pretty jig. That there, boys, is a purty jig. That's going to be just a simple hybrid jig. Nothing too crazy about it. Simple hybrid jig, really pretty. Nice hook, good bait keeper. Let's flip this over here so you guys can see that. Great looking hook, good bait keeper. To me, these are a little stiff. I like to see these be a little bit softer, but all in all, very, very nice. Good way to, good material, good everything. Is it wire tied? No. I personally like my jigs wire tied. It's just a preference thing, because I think it looks nicer. But when you're mass producing jigs, you gotta use a rubber band, I get it. But these are solid. I don't know what color this is. Does it list a color? It does not. It doesn't say anything. Oh well. That's too bad. Oh well. Designed by Cliff Pace. Whatever. Next. Alright, last but not least, Stickies EWG hook. I've always liked the old Stickies logo. This is the new one they have. Let's zoom in on here. There you go. That's the new one. The old one was like a dude with a mustache. That thing was cool. But it looks like they gave us 3 hooks here. Yep, 3 hooks, 4/0. Just some traditional offset hooks. Who doesn't like offset hooks? They do make nice hooks though. Every hook I've ever gotten from them is very solid. That's not what I like to use. My personal preference on hooks are zone lock. I love zone lock hooks. So, but that's just a me thing again. I think the zone lock hooks they actually do less damage to the fish because they keep the fish away from the barb once they're hooked. I personally think that's the best thing. If you guys haven't tried zone lock hooks, check them out. They're phenomenal. Stuff's coming from them, I promise you. Wow, guys, that went really quick, but I'm a big fan of what just happened. All really good stuff, great stuff. I think I'm just gonna let this whole thing just ride out. I think I'm gonna play it out exactly as you guys watched it. I'm not even gonna do any editing, because that's how we roll. That's what we do. All right, guys, hope you liked this episode. If you do, please make sure to like and comment on what your favorite lure is. If you've tried zone lock hooks, hit me up. You might be able to win this box. So, again, if you like it, comment down below what your favorite lure is. Tell me about zone lock hooks. You have a chance to win this box this month. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, happy foosing.